Hi everyone, welcome to Themes Code. Today in this video training, I'm going to show you how to create a progress bar using HTML and CSS like this. It's a very easy project to learn HTML and CSS practically. Okay friends, without wasting any time, let's get started. Okay friends, to work with this project, I have chosen Visual Studio Code Editor. You can choose your preferred code editor, and here you can see project, progress, and I have two files, index.html and style.css. Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to write the HTML markup. Here you can see on the project a white space and blue background and the progress bar items. So I'm going to create a container div that will be this white part, and for individual progress bar there will be another div group for this progress items. Okay, let's start. First of all, I'm going to write a div with the class container, hit enter, and here it is. And inside this container, I'm going to create another div with the class of progress box. Hit enter. This div will contain the individual progress bar item. Okay, inside it, I'm going to write another div class meta. Inside this div, I will write code for this text, HTML, and the percentage. Okay, so to hold them, I'm going to use span tag with the class title, and inside I'm going to write the text HTML. And friends, I'm going to just copy this code block, enter, and paste. This time I'm going to change the class name to item value, and here I'm going to type 80%. That's it. So this topper part is complete, HTML and 80%. Now I'm going to create another div. That means that will be for this progress bar and the background color of the progress bar. Okay, let's see. I'm going to write code for a div with the class progress busy. I'm going to hit enter, and the div is complete. Okay friends, here if you notice properly, here we have two colors. One is orange color that shows the progress, and another one is the background color, the gray color. So this div will display the gray color, and for yellow we will have to create another div, and that will be progress bar. Div class progress bar. Hit enter. That's fine. Okay, so we have written the HTML code, and let's see what happens. I'm going to preview this code block. So if you use Visual Code Studio, you are familiar with live server. So I'm going to right click on it, and here you can see open with live server, and we see here it is. So we don't see the progress bar right now because we didn't write any CSS code. Already I have linked a CSS file here, and here you can see the style.css file. So I'll write the CSS code over here now. So I think for a single progress bar block, I am already done. So let's style it. Okay, here I'm on the style.css file, and I'm going to navigate to our new file preview. Here it is. First of all, I'm going to write some universal CSS code, that is asterisk sign, and I'm going to remove all the browser default styles, padding and margin, and padding will be 0, margin 0, and box sizing border box. Here it is. Now you can see this content is close to the browser because I just set 0 for the default padding and margin. That's good. Okay, now let's start with the body. Here I'm going to write body, and I'm going to add some CSS properties and values. Okay, finally I'm going to set background color, and I have some color code over here. Here it is. For the background we will use this color. Okay, here it is. And height 100, view height, and for display flex, we used flexbox to align the items, and align items center because we want to see everything in the center, and justify content center. So here you can see our content is in the center. Now we are going to move to our container. Dot container, and the background color of the container is pure white. Here you can see now the background color is white, and I'm going to set height, max height 400 pixel, max width 600 pixel, padding 80 pixel for top and bottom, and 100 pixel for left and right. Here it is. And on the demo here we can see it is round, the corner is round. So I'm going to set border radius to 10 pixel. Now here you can see it's round. Okay, let's add some margin. Okay, so our container is done. Now we are going to work with the progress box. So just type the parent div container, parent div class container, and progress bar. Sorry, progress box. Okay, we should type here width, not max. So that would be defined. Okay, here it is. Now I'm going to add margin. Here on the demo you can see the gap between two progress bar. That's why I'm going to add here margin. I'm going to add margin 20 pixel for top and bottom, and 0 pixel for left and right. Okay, that's fine. And each box should have a height of 60 pixel. Now let's style this HTML and 80% text. So to do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to target the title class. Here you can see our HTML text is under this title class. So I'm going to take this class, dot progress box dot item dot title. Okay friends, here you can see the HTML text and 80% text. So we want them side by side, so we should type display to inline block. For text, I'm going to type font size 16 pixel. Font weight 600 pixel. 600. And the color we have a color for the text. Okay, here you can see. Now it's time to create the progress bar. Okay, so now I'm going to write CSS for this class progress busy. Here you can see this div is under progress box. So first of all, we are going to target, I like to target the parent class, progress box, then progress busy. Okay, so I'm going to define height for it. Height will be 20 pixel and width as I want it 100%. Background color just a light gray color. So D3, D3, D3. I'm going to save it. Well friends, here you can see the background color of the progress bar, but it should be here. I mean, it should have 100% width. Okay, let's see the issue. Here it is. Here you can see the width of the progress bar is 100 pixel, but it should be 100%. I'm going to type here percentage, save, and here you can see. Okay, now our main concern is to place this color, the main color of the progress bar. Here you can see for HTML, the color is yellow, and for CSS, the color is red, and for JavaScript, it's blue, and for PHP, it's green. That means each progress bar item should have different colors. That's a challenge. So what I will have to do, I will have to create different classes for different items so that I can assign different colors. Okay, let me show you. Here I'm going to assign a class that is HTML busy. Busy means background color. Okay, and I have the color code here. Here it is. So I'm going to type background color. This. I'm going to save it, but still we don't see any changes because we'll have to define the height. Height 20 pixel. Okay, height 20 pixel, but problem is I didn't assign this CSS class in the HTML markup. So I'm going to copy it and come over here and place here. Now here you can see the new color, but it should be 80%. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to define the width here. Width 80%. Okay, so friends, you see we have two background colors, one for the whole progress bar box. Here it is, this background color, it took with 100%, and another color we used, that is yellow, and it took 80% width. That's the simple or pretty easy logic of creating a progress bar. Now we can beautify the progress bar, adding some, what should I say, border radius. Okay, so I'm going to add border radius 6 pixel. Now it is round, and for this background color I will have to do the same thing. Okay, now it looks great. So now it's our time to create other progress bars. So what I'm going to do here, just go to index.html, and this div section create the progress bar. So I'm just going to simply copy it and paste 3 more times. I'm going to save it, and over here you can see our new progress bars. So I'm going to quickly change the HTML markup. First one is HTML, and the second box is for CSS, and the item value will be 65, and here we'll use CSS BG. And the next one is JavaScript, and the progress bar should have the value of 50%. I'm going to type as JSBG. JS means JavaScript. And the last one, PHP, 90%, PHP BG. Okay, here you can see. Okay friends, here you can see we should increase the height of our container box. So first of all, go over here on the container and increase the height to 500 pixel. Okay, that's cool, but we don't see the progress bar color for CSS, JavaScript and PHP because we did not create these classes. So scroll down, like HTML BG, I'm going to create CSS, JS and PHP BG. That means background color. Here I'm going to copy several times, 3 times. Okay, here will be CSS BG. Here will be JS BG. And do you remember I assigned these classes here? Okay. And it will be PHP. Okay. So what I will do, I will just change the class. What I will do, I will just change the color value. I will use this color for CSS, and for JS I'm going to use this color, and for PHP, okay, let me show you. Here it is, but still we have some issues. This one should have 65% of the weight. This one should have 50%. So it's pretty simple. For PHP, I'm going to change the value to 90%. Here it is. For PHP, I'm going to change the value to 50%. For JavaScript, it's 60. Okay, for CSS, it's 65. So now we are going to bring this text to the right. Okay, let's go to the index.html file, and here you can see I have wrapped the text using the class meta. So I'm going to, here I'm going to write the class meta. Okay, and I'm going to set the display property to flexbox, flex, and for title I'm going to assign flex basis, I mean width 50%, and item value flex basis 50%. I'm going to save it. Now here you can see it starts from here because this 50% is for HTML. What I'll have to do, I'll have to bring this text to the right. So just simple CSS property text align right. Here you can see, pretty simple. Now from here you can control the text size, I mean font size, anything. Okay, so we could successfully beautify the text. Now we have some issues. Here you see it is static. The progress bar doesn't move from left to right, but on our project, demo project, here you can see it smoothly goes forward. So what I'll have to do, I'll have to add the animation here. Okay, so now we are at the very close of this tutorial. Just we'll have to add the animation. Okay, I'm going to create the animation. So I'm going to scroll up. Well friends, if you carefully look at our demo, here you can see the background of this progress bar, the gray color, still remains there, but the move forward happens to the primary colors. So what I'll have to do, I'll have to apply animation to only these colors, yellow, red, blue, and green. So where these colors come from? These colors comes from this class, progress bar. And this is a common class for every. This is a common class for each progress bar. Here you can see progress bar. Here you can see progress bar. So if I target this class, I can apply animation to these classes. Okay. So I'm going to go over to the style.css. Here I'm going to type it. Take the class name. Okay, let me check whether I wrote this class earlier. Okay, I didn't. Okay, I'm going to come over here, right here. Well, friends, if you look at this very carefully, at the beginning, the opacity of this progress bar is 0. So I'm going to type opacity 0. So we don't see these classes. So we don't see these colors, but these colors will appear gradually. For that, I'm going to add an animation. So to add the animation, I'm going to type @ and type keyframe. Keyframes and the name of the animation. I'm going to type it progress. And now here. So to keep in the keyframes, I'll have to define various situations or various points. So what will happen in case of 0% of the progress? When it will be 0%, the width will be 0. And the opacity will be on. And when the scenario is 100%, when the progress bar reaches at its 100% width, the opacity will be on again. Okay, it doesn't work because I didn't assign this animation. I just created it. To assign it, I'm going to copy its name, and over here I'm going to write animation, name of the animation, and the duration. How long does it take to complete the animation? I'm going to type 2 seconds. And then the effect type, as in. You can add as in or as in out. And the movement will be forward. Now, if I reload, here you can see the animation. But still, there are some issues. Look at this. This one will start firstly, and then secondly, then thirdly, and fourthly. But in case of here, all the progress bar starts at the same time. Look at this. Look at this. First yellow, then red, then blue, then green. Again, look at this. Okay, so we'll have to set delay to other elements. So where can I get these elements? Here it is. I can add delay to individual progress bar using this class name HTML_busy, because these classes are unique for each progress bar, and this class progress bar is common for all. Here you can see, look at this HTML file. It's common. Progress bar, but CSS busy, HTML busy, these are unique. So I'll have to target these types of classes. Okay, so let's come over here. Here I'm going to add a property, that is animation delay, and the time will be 0.1 second. Now let's see what happens. It takes seconds, microseconds later. It starts a bit later. If I write here 9, so come over here. Now if I reload, here you can see it starts later because I added animation delay. So I'm going to add here 1 and I'm going to copy it. I want the second option to be a bit later, so 2 cell 2 here. For this it should be 3. For PHP it should be 4. Okay, so now if I reload, here you can see it starts firstly, secondly, thirdly, and fourthly. Okay, I'm going to do it full screen. Wow. Okay, now here you can see the container width is bigger for the demo, a bit smaller here. So I'm going to get back to the file and go back to the container. Width is 600, but I'm going to make it 800. Now it's a bit bigger. Okay, whatever. I'm going to make it 1000. Great. So that's all. Well, friends, I believe I could easily show you how you can create a progress bar using HTML and CSS. If you face any issue while working with this project, you can let me know through the YouTube comment box. I believe it will be easy for you and you enjoyed this tutorial. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again.